can't really hate a snitch because it's usually people that love you.
And Rugz D Bewler has joined us here on Goodfella Radio Show. This is family right here.
What's good? What's good? How you doing?
Bewler.
Rugz,
Yeah.
well, we all know, I'm going to put that, you know what, I'm going to put it out there immediately. We all know Rugz didn't have to actually come here.
Not really.
Because he's one of those artists that are of the caliber where we would have to go see you.
But it's love. It's
Yeah,
love,
man.
Y'all always show love with me, like, since first day when I was really going hard with my career and just starting out. So it's kind of like love, you know. I don't mind like hitting the highway. Before I did By Any Means Necessary, I have a project that was almost finished. That was kind of a little more out there and a little more. I wouldn't say commercial, but just it had hit potential. You know, say Bewler had that, but it just had more of an origin with the hip hop. But there were singles on there. You can honestly listen to those songs and say they were singles. So I had to scratch that project, in which my producers were grand staff. They was tight at first. And I said, we need to get back in the studio. We need to, like, I need to give them a piece of Harlem, but give them a different side of what you think Harlem is and what you portray Harlem to be. So, and that's where By Any Means Necessary. They slept on Save Bewler. They ain't gonna sleep on this one.
November 25th.
November 25th, Black Friday.
Yeah,
All right, I'm sorry. I thought
for a
you were talking about artist features now.
No, you're talking about
producers.
no. I seen that Doug gave you the text like, don't give out no information.
No.
So you're gonna stuff us on that. Doug, I see you. It's okay.
Let me
it's
tell you,
okay.
look.
Thought we
Grand
was
staff,
family.
Nah, I got y'all. Grand staff is like family. Y'all know what it is. Like, grand staff is my dudes. They if you listen to say Bewler, they did the first song called March of the Beautiful Soldier, which is like my favorite. It's probably one of my favorite tracks on that project.
Any ski.
Any ski? No, not on this one.
Who else's production on this album?
I got my boy Judah from DC, who's he produced for Tabby Bonet and a couple other dope artists. He just really supports that whole DC DMV movement. You know what I'm saying? And I love
DCA.
And I love DC. Like, I really love the support out there. I think I get a lot of response from fans out there in DC. So I love that.
Is there a weird like Harlem DC like connection in the songs?
It is, in a
I
sense.
kind of see that a lot.
DC is.
I mean, it is
messed up.
It is messed up, and Harlem was messed up at the same time. I think they got that gentrification kind of thing going on, just like what's going on in Harlem in every hood. But for the sense, a lot of old hustlers from Harlem used to hustle in DC. We know the fact, you know, the rich, the pose, you know, the Alpos and the riches and all that other stuff like that. It goes back like the history. So a lot of people thought Nike boots was in Harlem first, but that was a DC thing.
That was Wale's first single.
Right.
I know there's so many people from Harlem trying to do their thing. They send me their music, Twitter, Facebook, whatever.
Right.
What makes you stand out from everyone else?
Being relatable. That's kind of like, you have those people that have that kind of feeling when you meet them that they're the average kind of Joe, but then they still have that higher kind of style or echelon, whatever
they got 2,000 followers.
They're a little advanced. They're a little more. You have that. I was telling my man over there. I remember when the mailman, the weed man, and the barber was the coolest people in the hood. Them days is dead now. Everybody's cool.
But you come from a place where literally everyone is cool.
Where everybody has a cool. Everybody, down to the person that helps clean the floors in the laundry room, the person that, you know, everybody's cool, man.
Dame said in a Rockefeller documentary one time, Harlem rules the world because whatever Harlem does, New York City does. Whatever New York City does, the United States does. Whatever the United States does, the world does. Harlem rules the world. Dame, you know if Dame said it, he meant it.
That's sharp. That's sharp. I didn't even hear him say that's dope.
A huge Dame fan. But anyway,
I see.
What I'm saying is that because you come from a place that can influence so many people musically, do you find yourself surrounded by a lot of sheep or like people that are like trying and you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Like,
at first, now I do. At first, when I was like, you know, I was real stubborn, being from Harlem and really being from the hood, like being, you know, out and about and knowing everybody, from the hustlers to the socialites to the, you know, the stick-up kids, all that. You kind of like, when you're doing a certain style of music that's not kind of familiar with them, they're looking at you like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
At first, it was like, what are you doing? You preaching, like, you on some other stuff, like. And so I think now, it's more accepted, and now I'm starting to see more people like slowly gravitating to kind of what I was, you know, what I was looking for, what I was aiming for, as far as, you know, separating myself from the average Harlem rapper.
Now, when you say gravitating in this style? Are you saying it's a younger crowd that's starting to pick up this style, or guys that have already been on that?
I think in general, I think in general, both young and old, like they're starting to see that there's other forms of music than just what you typically think Harlem has to bring. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm the first to do it, but I think I'm one of the ones leading the way and trying to construct that. You know what I'm saying? Strongly. You know what I'm saying? With it on my back. And not afraid to say it.
So is it safe to say that Rugz fathered a couple styles out there?
Fuck. Excuse
Go ahead,
me.
no, say it! Say it!
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I think a lot of, yeah, man. I mean, I feel in a sense sometimes I made it cool to accept certain things, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.